Paramount didn't listen. I mean, did listen when they had a lot of fans were kind of pissed off with the Sonic's appearance that was originally seen. I don't know if they were outraged. Anyways, welcome to our movie review of Sonic the Hedgehog, the the most recent video game movie that came out. This is from 2020, by the way, with James Madison voicing the Hedgehog and Jim Carrey playing Dr. Eggman. Just down there. This movie is from 2020, as well as sorry. It's actually... I'm sorry, but the movie that I was trying to show is... Here's the movie. It's Birds of Prey. Anyways, I'm sorry about that. My apologies. I've actually taken that movie. I checked that movie out from the library. So I'm gonna be watching the copy that I got from the New City Library. However, since I actually gotten the Birds of Prey Blu-ray, I'm gonna be watching. Don't have to worry about checking it out from the library again. Anyways, enough about the movie. Let's get to the Sonic movie. Because this movie is basically the world is in need of a hero. It's a hedgehog with Sonic. You know the story. You know the hedgehog. He has, Sonic is the hedgehog. Is a hedgehog who is built with speed. As he embraces his new home on Earth, he gets knocked out accidentally by this doctor we all know as Dr. Rog, or Dr. Eggman as a lot of people easily know him by. It's superhero versus Super Sonic in this race is also called Stop Dr. Rog from using Sonic's power to achieve world domination. This is actually based on the Sonic series, the Sonic video games, the Sonic game series. Sonic the Hedgehog was pretty entertaining, as far as I could tell. The audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is at 93% because the audience seems to enjoy this movie more than the critics does. Dr. Eggman Jim Carrey playing the Doctor was pretty good. I personally thought that Jim Carrey playing Dr. Rog was solid. It was a solid performance by Jim Carrey, but is it the most solid? Well, I see. People have seen better movie. He actually had better performances, but this is probably one of the greatest performances in a while in a movie. Let me get this straight. I think people were outraged when when they first looked at Sonic's appearance for this movie. However, Paramount seemed to listen to the fans, and they praised and Sonic's redesign was well received, which also got praise. Critics praised Sonic's redesign. I really did hope Sonic would get a makeover, and the makeover seemed it did not disappoint. So yeah, Sonic turned out looking better than the way he looked as intended. It's pretty entertaining because James Robinson's voice performance as the Blue Hedgehog was pretty funny too. It was pretty memorable. Jim Carrey's performance was solid, but he had much better performances. This is actually Sonic the Hedgehog holds the record as the highest grossing video game movie of all time. Why am I saying this? Because it broke the record that Detective Pikachu originally set in 2019. But I still enjoy Detective Pikachu. Not to call it shit or anything. I'm sorry for saying that word. But I'm not calling Pokemon Detective Pokemon crap by any means. I still enjoy that movie despite Sonic the Hedgehog broke the record that Pokemon Detective Pikachu originally made when that movie came out in 2019. Yay! It's Sonic's. I love Sonic. You're too slow. Come on, step it up. It's a quote that he had during his taunts from Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which was the first game in the Super Smash Bros. Series that somebody representing Sega was in it. Nintendo. Sega actually had featured Sonic and Mario had been in other games other than the Super Smash Bros. Games. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, the Wii U 3DS editions of the game, Super Smash Bros. And Ultimate as well, because he was also in that game with Mario. In addition to the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games series. But enough about that. We're focusing on the movie review for this movie in question. Can't go wrong. I loved that Sonic's parents' redesign turned out better than it originally intended. It's definitely. The world contained many bad video game movies. This was not one of them, because I personally thought the movie was great. It's probably one of the most better. It is one of the more better video game movies that the Hollywood ever done. Sonic is one of the most iconic video game characters in the world, and the most famous of the Sega video game stars. And what would the world be like without him? It's an action adventure comedy too. This was originally going to be released by Sony, but Paramount took over. Sonic's redesign? The animation looked wonderful. Sonic's character animation was better. It was great. Visual effects were awesome. Action scenes, the tone, the faithfulness to the source material were praised too. They were great too. Marvelous. And surprisingly, there was that. If you just that cameo by Tails at the end was pretty memorable too, because I didn't expect Tails to be in it. And we're maybe yes, Sonic the Hedgehog's actually getting a sequel. We'll see how the sequel does, which is set to be released next year. And Jason Momoa, the man who played Aquaman in 2018, maybe voicing Knuckles. Because I think they're going to include Knuckles in that film. Probably. This movie is one of the highest grossing movies of this decade. But Bad Boys for Life is actually it's the highest grossing film in America. The highest grossing American film. Sonic the Hedgehog is by far the highest grossing video game movie of all time. Is it? It made $319.7 million. I gotta see how much the Detective Pikachu has made. Detective Pikachu. Actually, Detective Pikachu is the second highest grossing video game movie. Highest grossing video game adaptation of all time. Sonic the Hedgehog's actually sitting behind Detective Pikachu. I was wrong on the highest grossing movie. It's actually it actually set the record for the biggest opening weekend. Man, that's better than detect how much money the Pokemon Detective Pikachu made during the opening weekend. But then again, Sonic the Hedgehog did make so much money, but not as much as Pokemon Detective Pikachu did, although the Warcraft movie made more money. Sonic was pretty memorable, but I'm glad Sonic's redesign sat well with everyone, because Paramount seemed to listen, and Sega was involved with this movie. Paramount doing a movie with Sega Heritage Film. Yeah. And, uh, yeah, Dr. Eggman is one of the most memorable villains in the video game world. It was pretty amazing to see Jim Carrey portraying the Doctor. But I don't recall Dr. Eggman having hair. But whatever. Regardless, Dr. Bovary was, Jim Carrey's performance as the Doctor was pretty memorable, to say the least. They're both going to be back for the sequel, which is going to be set for a 2022 release. Although this movie came out in 2020. Sonic the Hedgehog. You have done good. Yeah, I did see this movie in theaters. Pretty amazing. I did say the Tails cameo was pretty cute, memorable, but it was kind of cute. They include Tails. Sorry for yawning, but I can't wait to see the sequel. I hope to see the sequel. I'm so glad that I got to see the Sonic movie. People did not want to be spoiled when this movie originally came out. Yeah. I also wanted to review, in addition to Birds of Prey. Yeah, in addition to Birds of Prey. There's another movie I want to review. Impractical Jokers, the movie. It's based on the reality game show. It's kind of funny. This movie is funny. Well, it was not what. Well, it was an action slash adventure. I'm pretty sure that this movie fit more of action and adventure more than comedy, but it's pretty enjoyable to say the least. I really loved this movie. Still sits well with me. And like I said, Jim Carrey's performance as Dr. Eggman was pretty solid. He particularly got praise by critics. Ben Schwartz voices Sonic. Ben Schwartz did good. Chica's up there. That was fine. Natasha Vava, who played her sister, Rachel, dislikes Tom, but that's in scene 2. Playing all Nessie, who is known to voice Sarah in the Digimon anime. She's the one who voiced Tails starting in 2014 with Sonic Boom Ice Direct until Team Sonic Racing. Although Tails did make a cameo at the end, she said she took to Twitter stating that she is going to continue to voice Tails. And Mike Pollock, I think, is continuing to voice Dr. Eggman. As far Dr. Eggman is concerned, I'm pretty sure that this movie is pretty good. Still reviewing it. Still filming. I'm glad Sonic's redesign turned out for the better. He was given larger and different colored eyes, new sneakers, white gloves, and was like body to resemble his game's design. Sonic is unforgettable. Personally, yeah, I enjoyed this movie. The rating for this movie I'm going to give is 4.5 out of 5. Because, again, Sonic's pretty memorable, one of the most memorable video game characters of all time, and the most memorable character from Sega. And Dr. Eggman, one of the most memorable video game villains as well. And what the world be without Sonic or Dr. Eggman? What would be Sega be without those two? Roger Smith, that guy who voiced whoever that guy is, stepped down for voice Sonic. But anyways, I am for a surprise to see how the sequel is gonna turn out. Okay, I'm ready for the sequel. The Sonic movie is pretty good. Because since I love Sonic and the Sonic series in particular, I still think that would give Sonic the Hedgehog a good chance. Did not disappoint me. But anyways, that'll be it for this movie review. Sorry it took longer than it needed to be. But then again, it ran for 22 minutes. I personally enjoyed this movie. Stay tuned for more movie reviews.